It is over for so many Americans, and so many Americans don't get it. They think that working from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., like grinding every single day, that is what they're supposed to be doing, working for the 1%. How is it in America? They're like, I'm free. You're free for what? That's all you do. You work and you can't even get that. And there's something that's better than expected. It's sad because you're told at such a young age, you get a job, right? Get a job and work for them. That is what you need to do. And you come home, like, I'm so exhausted to do anything else. You flip me on, you're like, well, at least I get a chuckle. But we have something better than expected, and that is the jobs report. The job numbers are out. Well, it's not better than expected. So someone screwed it up. You're supposed to miss it and then make it and go like, oh, hey, look, we have 12 billion people that don't have a job, but it's better than expected because it was supposed to come in at 12.1. And yes, unemployment claims rose unexpectedly as the stimulus has faded. And the people cry out for debt, for stimulus. Please, government, save me, because I did the system you told me to do, right? Work, job, but then they stopped it, and now I need you. And then very soon you're going to see the end game. You're starting to see the end game play out, right? With the Fed. Hey, a Fed coin. How about that? So let me get the numbers right. We currently have of currency 1.5 trillion, but the Fed has a balance sheet of somewhere between 7 and 10 trillion. You mean you could put directly onto my said cell phone money? That's great. And they have been working on it since 2015. I think I saw a report 2015. And you guys are going to run to the banks with this stuff. You're like, so if I put this in right now, you'll give me, if I put $100 in, you'll give me 110 in digital dollar? Well, I'll find the change somewhere. And I think that is the last and final piece of the puzzle. That is the end game. Because people don't understand money, right? They think this is money. Fooled ya. It's just debt. You think those digits in your bank is money? Nope. Fooled you again. That's debt too. Wait, how does money come into existence? You get a loan at the bank. Poof, money. How do you get rid of money? Poof, pay off that said debt. And then people yell at me in the comments section. They're like, you're a liberal. What are you even talking about? No, you're playing the wrong game. You are playing in the hands of the puppets. They are the puppeteers. You're the puppet every time. It's not the kings and queens that run this show, my friends. I know my monologue's a little long. That's the only thing. At my age, it's the only thing that's long. Just saying. But I need you to understand this. That's why I'm jamming it in right at the beginning. Understand this. You will have an account at the Fed, just like all the banks do. And that's how this is how money moves. It moves in the monetary system. It doesn't move in the economy. Never gets to you. It stays within the Fed. And these primary banks, these primary dealers, they all have accounts at the Fed. So it looks like, it goes out, but it really doesn't. And then you're going to have an account at the Fed. The Fed coin, and they're going to put it right into your account, and then you can use it. And I apologize because I left it out of yesterday's video. When you go into detail or you say something or you get a poster board and you're like, vote for Trump. Okay, let's just pretend. I'm just pretending. Okay. And then you get it all, you spend all day and you draw it and you spray paint it and you put bedazzles and sparkles and, you light it on fire, whatever you do. And then you hang it there and you're like, shoot, I forgot the U. Ends up saying just vote for Trump. Because on this channel, we are macro. We're big picture. We want to see the big picture. And sometimes, you pull out. Well, I have 6 kids, so that's a long story. I'm sorry, that's a short story for a longer day. Oh, and rumor has it, with your said jobs that you have, congratulations, you have a job. Well, half of you have a job. But now you have to deal with pay cuts because we are in this thing called deflation, not inflation. I know if I was selling you, do I have my gold coin around here? I got currency, I got Bitcoin. Oh, I'll tell you that. When I want to sell you that, I gotta tell you it's hyperinflation. Make sure you Make sure you buy my gold, my Bitcoiners. Also, no, you're not safe either. The people are going to want their Fed coin. They're going to be like, oh, remember back in the day? There's a thing called VHS. Like, oh, I remember that. I kind of remember that. So just be careful with your Bitcoins and your XRPs and everyone that floods this channel that get paid to talk about XRP. Retailers, all half of you that are still there. You're fighting with your landlord. But rumor has it, you're kind of starting to pay rent. I have no idea what this flustercluck is going to end up looking like. And that's because I'm stupid. So stupid, I'm not even kidding you. This joke right here that got 39 likes. I was reading it for 1 minute until I laughed. How did Pinocchio find he was made out of wood? His hand caught fire. Welcome back to my channel where it is all dad jokes all the time. Even in the comment. You guys are rad. I just have to say. You know what? Starting this channel and the audience kind of, we all become like funny and quirky and sarcastic. And it just kind of builds that way. So if you like sarcasm, stuff that's actually stoof that's really smart, like, right? Maybe. I have a master's degree, was going to finish a doctorate degree, said, whoa, what the heck? What am I doing? Why do I want a job? Please tell me why I want to work 6 to 6, but then I end up working 24/7 because I own businesses. Would you at least just consider subscribing? And should it have taken me 1 minute to know? Is it that I'm just not that sick in the head? I don't know. I mean, I am that sick in the head. And your comments, you guys are so smart. Look at this. The Constitution says Congress shall not coin and mint money. Right. Mentions nothing about printing on worthless paper rectangles. Well, it's not even money. Fooled you on that one. It's just debt. Bond, debt, this, debt, digits, debt. This is good. Look at this. I read your guys' comments. The digital dollar is pre-programmed software. Correct. Not currency. Also correct. This is currency. Because it's not fungible. It's debtor slavery. Yes, it is. And so is our system that we are currently in. If you have a job, okay, and you're working for the man because they told you to go sit in rows and take tests and then go into debt and get a degree and then work. And then right when you're probably around in your 40s, you're like, what the heck? Someone just lied to me. You right? That whole serf slavery kind of thing. And you start figuring out like, wait, if I own a business and I hire people, then I don't have to work. Okay, win-win. If you accept the digital dollars, you are agreeing to become a debtor slave to the Fed. Oh, I don't see that happening. Do you think you're going to do that, people? Yeah, I think you will. Because the people, I'll show you a picture. The people aren't that bright. Just have to say. Human capital to be deployed internationally in talent pools. Don't fall for it. Make agreements with independent businesses to pay in silver. I mean, that would be great. The businesses that I start, I'm like, people, even though it's the best, they're just not going to do it. And the stated goal of the central banks is to end constitutional national government. Yep. And then end democracy throughout the world. Peaceful, nonviolent, non-cooperation. And all I have to say is, bravo. You guys are fracking amazing. Way smarter. Some of you guys are so much smarter than me. Again, 2 brain cells. Why is my arm missing? What is that? What is on my wrist? It's like a green thing. It's like, I don't know what it is. Weekly jobless claims rise unexpectedly as stimulus boost fades. Wah, wah, wah. And there's your competition. There is Marca right there. Mask, just cover your whole face, your body. You push your little carts. No mask. Yeah, we got Rebel. This guy, I don't even think has anything. He just has that's the way to play it. Back here, the dude has a beard that looks like a mask. And for those of you that are in other countries, they're like, I want to visit. Is that what you sound like? I want to visit America. Here, ta-da! That is America. in a nutshell. That's it right there. Weekless jobless claims total 870,000 versus 850. Someone screwed up on that one. It should have been like a little, yeah, they were expecting 850. So you should have said 880, and then it would have been better than expected. And without the adjustment, about 825,000 people filed last week, up from the previous 796. More than 6 million people a week filed during the peak of the layoffs in the spring when Congress approved the 600. Now all you guys are like, shoot, I got to go back. Yes, because the top 1% need you. They don't wear masks, right? And they get busted on camera. Oh, sorry. But they'll tell you, right? Duct tape yourself up, throw yourself in the bottom of a basement. Don't come out. But now you guys are coming out. Now you have to go back to work in the coal mines, doing what you do. And I mean, $1 million's a lot. And that's, let me Casper myself on you. You're like, okay. And then the government's like, okay, we need a new adjustment methodology. So when we cook these books, they look more gooder to the people. And it's so weird because some of you guys are like, jobs are plentiful. I don't know, where are you? Because I want to move there. And coming in from Bloomberg, we have that's a nice photo. There we go. All right, everything is perfectly laid out for this photo. I don't know about the headphones right there, Barbara. All right, you got your rings on that we asked you. Just got your nails done. Good. Barbara, we can see down your top, so if you could just please adjust that a little bit. Pay cuts become, no, say it isn't so, permanent for Barbara. For many Americans during the bad word. Pay cuts introduced by U.S. employers in the early days of the blank meant to stave off layoffs and retain key employees like Barbara have proved less temporary than perhaps originally envisioned. And that's what I said. You know what? And two, can technology do it? Cut you, goodbye, go away. This is what happens in recessions, in depressions, is companies like me, I lay off and I probably won't be hiring you back. And here's a telling story. I don't know. My brain was fighting with me on that one. Nearly 1/3 of adults, that's a lot. We'll just say all of them, say that they or someone in their household had to reduce their hours or accept a pay cut because of the thing. I can see outbreak. 21% saying this happened to them personally. Among them, these are adults, my teenagers, my high school kids that I teach. They can't, if they get a job at McDonald's, it is like celebration time. Back in the day, when you'd work at McDonald's or Taco Bell, you'd hide in the back. They're like, yeah, can you put me in the back, please, sir? I'll flip burgers back there. I do not want my friends seeing me. Now they get tattoos saying I got a job at McDonald's. But as you can see, you guys are earning less. You're making less. You're working less. This is called deflation. But Johnny Bravo, you say, I don't know what you keep saying, deflation. Yeah, it's a depression. It's a recession. That's what happens. But housing prices went up. Yeah, because there's one of them on the market. Guys, when you have two houses in a 100-mile square, and there's only two houses, yeah, the prices are going to be a bit up. And I don't want to go into all the Fed data of all the other things that are going down. It's deflationary. And coming in from the San Francisco Chronicle, where everyone is leaving San Francisco because it is a homeless shelter, in my opinion, then why is everyone leaving? Huh? Frisco? You just keep those policies a-rolling. New jobless claims stay steady as California faces unemployment reset. Oh, barbering. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Coming in from who is the biggest problem child in the room, that would be us, California. I'm trying to leave. I'm going to check out some places again this weekend. California claims for the week accounted for more than a quarter of the national totals, far beyond the state's 12% share of the U.S. population, which economists attribute to the state's early and prolonged shutdown. Thanks, Governor. As well as its heavy reliance on travel and tourism. So you guys aren't coming here, and we're all leaving. But there is good news. If you happen to be here, you'll never be evicted. My head is in the way. You're not going to believe this. 2021 until it's 2023. Can't evict anyone. Sorry, you guys, but no one's there anyways. So I'm thinking we're going to have another big something. What is it going to be? This one just happened to be the lockdown. We were all calling, for it this year, recession, depression, but yeah, I guess this is what you need. And then you need one more. And then comes the Fed coin. We should all make bets. When will they do it? When will they control the entire everything? The people, the buyers, the lenders, this everything of last resort. I don't know. Do you give it 12 months? What do you think? Must be interesting watching a cartoon character call the end of the world. Yeah, so I watched this cartoon character, Johnny Bravo, and he said that we're all gonna die. He has a clock countdown. A roller coaster 6 months leaves U.S. recovery uncertain. Yeah, you think that's uncertain? Nah, yeah, that was a certainty. I mean, I certainly saw a Great Depression, recession coming, and they say as businesses shuttered, millions hit the unemployment lines last spring. That was not a laugh. That was last spring. States heading for another Great Depression of spiraling collapse and years of massive joblessness. And then I see the story right above my head. 23 minutes ago, top U.S. Republicans promise peaceful transition after Trump. I don't know what that is. Trombone. I don't know. We can play a word guessing game, but woo! November should be an interesting month of what? Riots, right? What's going to happen? Whoever wins, I'm going to be somewhere on a mountain in a tent, just like most people in California. Because us Californians, we're snowflakes, like Snowflake Inc. Hey, we forgot about that one. How's that trend line doing? Okay, I see. When do we enter? When you guys going to enter? Gonna enter now? You gonna wait? That's the 1 hour. Let me zoom out. I do see. Oh, I saw my buy signal right there. What are we? What's going on? Oh, and we got indicators starting to pop up. Now that we can actually trade this thing. What are we? Above that line, we're up 3%, 4%. It depends on where you measure. Keep an eye on this one, you guys. On the daily, I don't think this is traded yet. Nope, absolutely not. Let me draw for you some trend lines here. And all right, there we go. There's our channel. Whatever. Fortunately, my hair stops the trend, okay? It's going to bounce right off of it. Also, if you're like, oh, you know how to trade? My friend just talked to me just an hour ago. He goes, yeah, my buddy paid for like $5,000 to do this weekend kind of trading thing. And I told him about your $1,000 course. And he's like, hey, maybe you can give me a kickback on that. I'm like, bro, it's $200 right now. He's like, I know. Don't tell him. And it's nice when my own friends, because your own friends, they don't listen to you. But he's listening to me. He's like, yeah, I'm doing really well. I'm like, oh, really? Shocker. But link in the description, $200 while I am filming the course. Okay, not while I'm filming this right now. And then it goes up to 1,000. I'll probably kick it up to 500. And then, kind of, some people are like, no, please keep filming. Keep filming, please. And here's one other one I want you to keep an eye on. Just keep an eye on it. And this is when I say, not financial advice. I'm an idiot. I'm a cartoon character. Don't listen to me. And don't I put the disclaimer? I put them all over the place. Why? You can't listen to a cartoon. There's Twitter. Keep an eye on this one. I had a buy-in here. What are we at? 9, 10. Where? Oh, you wouldn't know because you're a Robinhood kid and you don't trade after hours. So let's do this on the 1 hour and see what the frack is going on with my little bird. In the 1 hour, look. Oh man, technicals. I love them. They sound like that other word where I have one of them. One of them's in my wife's purse, allows me to keep the other technical. This was a sell right here on the 1 hour. After hours. Look, it's going to bounce right off of that line. What's going to happen? It's going to bounce off of it, and then it's going to move. I'm just guessing. This is just me. We're almost. If I can turn my indicator on, I will create just for you. Look at that. I just did it. I just created an indicator just for you. But I forgot one thing. I forgot the arrow. Where is it? Let's see. Here. Ooh, that's not a good looking arrow. That looks like a little guy. It's like a baby arrow. It's one of these little gherkins. Not good. See, I'm guessing all my Robinhood kids, right at the market, they're like, oh, I'm losing all my money. It's like they all sell. Good old after hours. Webull gives you free stock. I don't know if they give you guys 2 or whatever they give you. Link in the description. If you want to start off, that could be a good way, right? Let's figure this out. And you can, my course also, the first thing I say is you need to paper trade. Figure it out first. Don't just go, woo, I got my dad's retirement account. Here we go. We're going all in on Twitter because Johnny Bravo, take my advice from a cartoon character. No, I start you off baby steps. And then if you can prove yourself, then you can use your free stock that Webull gives you. I don't know. Is it just me? Seems like a win-win situation for me. That, my friends, is called a Freudian slip. Did you catch that? It's a win-win situation for me. And we got breaking news. Johnny Bravo above my head. Whenever I see red, I'm like, oh, retailers have started paying rent again, but are still fighting with their landlords. And futures rise slightly, but if you're a Robinhood kid, you wouldn't know. That's the futures. As market tries to avoid losses for the week. And I am a swing trader. That's what I do. I don't do what everyone else does. And then I say really crazy things like a Fed coin and your money is debt. And people are like, what? It's not debt. You must be a liberal. Less than, right? There's so many channels that are like, pay off your debt. I'm like, well, you just ruined the economy. How dare you? Less than a third of retail companies paid at least 75% of June rent, according to a study by the National Retail Federation and the investment. Oh, it's an investment. Don't listen to anything they say. That's crazy just to think, oh, okay, we've 75% here. July doubled 65%. Failure to pay rent is full. And here we're creating problems. Failure to pay rent in full. You're like, oh, so you want all of it, is creating tension between retailers and landlords. In some instances, big word, the dispute winds up in court. Well, oh man, and lawyers love that. Here, I have a suggestion, but it's hard to go in there because these are big companies. What I like about starting companies is you could just go up, bankrupt, bye-bye. I'll just rename it Double Stoof. See, the first company was called Double Stuff, and then they got sued and they went bankrupt, and they're like, well, will anyone notice? And that is how the Mandela effect started. It was called Double Stuff. And then they got sued. They just dropped one of them. They dropped the F because we got to be careful about dropping those Fs. And all these companies in the malls that are all going to go out of business, right? GNC, some kind of hobby. I don't know what that is. That, oh, California Pizza Kitchen. You can't. Yeah. Ugh, that's gross. They're going online. And that's why I teach you guys to start online, start a business. Don't, be like the 1%. That's just what I say on this channel. It's what I've taught my whole life. I teach business in high school. I'm like, just copy them. And then you don't have to work. Or you can get your time back. Now, I have a brain for this kind of stuff. I could see something and go, oh, you could do this. You can add this to it and sell that and make money. For example, this Echo Dot. It's not even released yet. October 22nd. Create something, a fabric that goes over that doesn't make it look so ugly. It could say, let's say you're a big Trump supporter or Biden or, who knows, your favorite football team, which then you have to do a licensing deal. Well, I don't even want to get it. But anyways, you get what I'm saying. Like, ooh, Raiders. And you put that, it's like something that goes over it. And then you sell it for $20 and people buy it from you. And honest to goodness, craziest thing, I had someone hit me up that's a pillow manufacturer. They're like, hey, we'll pay you a whole lot of money. Just talk one minute about our pillow. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do it. They sent me a free pillow. But I asked them, like, can you make this like really thin? And I'll do it. And I don't think so. What was it? Nope, that I do not want to grab grades. That is my little thing to grab grades. This is the one that grabs how much stuff makes. It's in the course. So you can look at things and go, oh, that doesn't make any money. Like I'll show you something that makes money and then I'll show you something that you'd want to stay away from. This, okay, 90 grand, 90 grand a month. And I know you don't get to keep all of it, but we can take a look. Here's something that this company also sells, a waterproof latex support resistance mat. Oh, It's a mattress topper. What's your guess? What do you guys think? I'm going to guess he makes 10 grand a month. That's just my guess. What's your guess? Put it in now before the little spinny thing goes away. Oh, and the answer is 0. The guy doesn't sell squat ola of that. And we got Halloween coming up. See, this was seasonal. You just have some items that you create. I have no idea what this is. This is a rotten jack-o'-lantern. Okay. I don't know why you would ever... Oh, it's teeny, too. How much? It looks like he's making $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a month for probably a couple months doing that. But if you want to, hey, you know what? I think I will start an online. Let's start a complete sentence. Johnny Bravo is start a business. I don't know. Screw up the first time, and then do it. This is from Moonboat. There is no way, and it's always the things that I'm just like, no way. You really? How much are you making? Just $64,000 a month selling that. Don't you just say to yourself, I'm in the wrong business. And just to let you know, the course is $1,000 again, because if you don't put a value on it, it's not valuable. If it's free, it's not valuable. People are like, I don't want it. It's stupid. It's free. So, but I do give a few codes on this one for $1.97, not $1.97. That's no $197. 80 videos. Would you do 80 videos and then start a company online? And I do that. I actually became very successful with the company that I started in the course, and another company bought it. They have a 2-year license on it. Pretty cool. And it had nothing to do with my show, my channel. No one even knew about it. And it just all on its own. But like always, you have to start somewhere, right? And a wheel in motion stays in motion. You sitting there with your Crocs on, watching me, you got to get in motion. You got to do something. Well, you're watching me, so you're doing something. And I'll see you tomorrow.